Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Nice to hear such a awake crowd. Hopefully I can keep you awake. I have some interesting stuff with me. We will see later on. Basically, I brought some of my favorite toys. No, my ones, Charu. Huh? Okay, can someone? Okay, so we're reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita. And again, the one who's sitting here on the Vyasasan is not that he is special, it's just he tries to serve as a medium to deliver a message. What if we attentively try to understand and to absorb it, it will have a connection with us. Has nothing to do with the speaker. It is because you have an intense desire to hear, and the one who's sitting here should have the intense desire to serve. There's the connection, right? This is what we're looking for. So you can see the Chaitanya Charitamrita as a cow, and Ramananda Gopal, or the one who's sitting here, as the udder, and you are the milkers, right? You all cowherd boys, cowherd girls, so you all come and milk, right? So that's your duty. So the more you're eager to listen and to hear, the more can the speaker be able to speak. So it's up to you. If it's a bad class, it's because you didn't have the right desire, right? Okay. So we have, it's not in the book, yeah, it's Madhya 19, 151, right? Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Ramananda pramite kona bhakyan jiva. Ramananda pramite kona bhakyavan jiva. Guru Krishna prasade bhaya bhaktilada vicha. Guru Krishna prasade bhaya bhaktilada vicha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Somebody want to chant?
Guru Krishna
Prasadena Paya Bhakti Lada Bicha. Ladies? Brahmani Konya Bhagavan Jiva. Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lada Bicha. Bhagavan Jiva. Krishna Prasade Bhakti Lada Bicha. Ramananda Brahmite, wandering in this universe, and then seeing Shri Shri Palat Lakshmi Shingadev Bhagavan Ki Jai. Okay, Kona, some, Bhagyavan, most fortunate, Jiva, living being, Guru, of the spiritual master, Krishna, of Krishna, Prasade, by the mercy, Paya, gets, Bhaktilata, of the creeper of devotional service, Bicha, the seed. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shil Baba Ki Jai. According to the karma, all living entities are wandering throughout the entire universe. Some of them are being elevated to the upper planetary systems, and some are going down into the lower planetary systems. Out of many millions of wandering living entities, one who is very fortunate gets an opportunity to associate with a bona fide spiritual master by the grace of Krishna. By the mercy of both Krishna and the spiritual master, such a person receives the seed of the creeper of devotional service. Okay, purport. When we speak of Ramananda, we refer to the whole universe or the cluster of many millions of universes. In all the universes, there are innumerable planets, and there are innumerable living entities upon those planets. In the air, on land, and in the water, there are millions and trillions of living entities wherever, and they are engaged by Maya in suffering, enjoying the results of their fruitive activities, life after life. This is the position of the materially conditioned living entities. Out of many of these living entities, one who is actually fortunate, Bhagyavan, comes in contact with a bona fide spiritual master by Krishna's mercy. Krishna is situated in everyone's heart, and if one desires something, Krishna fulfills one's desire. If the living entity, by chance or fortune, comes in contact with the Krishna consciousness movement and wishes to associate with that movement, Krishna, who is situated in everyone's heart, gives him the chance to meet a bona fide spiritual master. This is called Guru Krishna Prasada. Krishna is prepared to bestow his mercy upon all living entities, and as soon as a living entity desires the Lord's mercy, the Lord immediately gives him an opportunity to meet a bona fide spiritual master. Such a fortunate person is fortified by both Krishna and the spiritual master. He is helped from within by Krishna and from without by the spiritual master. Both are prepared to help the sincere living being become free from material bondage. How one can become this fortunate can be seen in the life of Srila Narada Muni. In his previous life, he was born of a maidservant. Although he was not born into a prestigious position, his mother was fortunately engaged in rendering service to some Vaishnavas. When these Vaishnavas were resting during the Chaturmasya period, the boy Narada took the opportunity to engage in their service. Taking compassion upon the boy, the Vaishnavas offered him the remnants of their food. By serving these Vaishnavas and obeying their orders, the boy became the object of their sympathy, and by the Vaishnava's unknown mercy, he gradually became a pure devotee. In the next life, he was Narada Muni, the most exalted of Vaishnavas and the most important guru and acharya of the Vaishnavas. Following in the footsteps of Narada Muni, this Krishna consciousness movement is rendering service to humanity by giving everyone a chance to come in contact with Krishna. If one is fortunate, he becomes immediately related, intimately related with this movement. Then, by the grace of Krishna, one's life becomes successful. Everyone has dormant Krishna Bhakti, love for Krishna. And in the association of good devotees, that love is revealed. As stated in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 22, 107, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Satya Kabunai, Sharamadi Shuddhachite Karanai Udai. Dormant devotional service to Krishna is within everyone. Simply by associating with the devotees, hearing their good instructions and chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, dormant love for Krishna is awakened. In this way, one acquires the seed of devotional service, Guru Krishna Prasada, Bhaya Bhakta Lada Beach. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Agnanati Mandasya Knanan Chanashalakya Chakshu Ulmidam Yena Tasmai Sikarave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stabidam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupagaramayam Dadati Swaparandikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So that's a very precious verse, but what has it to do with connection? Well, we read the verse again. According to their karma, all living entities are wandering throughout the entire universe. Some of them are being elevated to the upper planetary systems, and some are going down into the lower planetary systems. Out of many millions of wandering living entities, one who is very fortunate gets an opportunity to associate with a bona fide spiritual master by the grace of Krishna. By the mercy of both Krishna and the spiritual master, such a person receives the seed of the creeper of devotional service. Okay, let's see. I promised you something. Now, I don't know. If you want, you can come closer because you can see much more. Maybe we should have a camera and then display it somewhere. Okay, so I brought some of my favorite toys with me. Gummi, right? Some gummi. And what is this? And I have the other ones. Yeah. So. And so, did he become crazy? What kind of class is this? Okay. Who's laughing there in the back? So, according to the purport, Srila Prabhupada said what each and every living entity has. So maybe you can, anyway, maybe later, okay. What each and every entity has naturally. Very good. Dormant love of Krishna. So that means, now they're rolling away. So that means we are like magnets. We have this natural capacity to be very attracted to Krishna. Right? See? Right? So we have this capacity. This is already important because the connection is already within us. Right? Now, by some good, bad fortune, whatever, this is still debatable, we end up in a material world. Right? And in the material world, as soon we enter into matter, what happens? As soon I touch dirt, what happens with my hands? I'm becoming dirty. So what could be some reasons why we become dirty? What are these so-called upadhis? Attachment to what? Okay, material attachments. Okay, now you come very quickly. Okay. Material attachments, lust, anger, greed, envy, illusion, madness.
We are in contact with non-pure persons.
In contact with impure persons. Okay. What else? What is covering us? You don't have to go so far. I mean, just, huh? Ego, okay. And ego, what the ego results in? Body. What kind of body? Huh? Material body consisting of what? Huh? Okay, the gross material elements, but senses, they belong to what kind of body? Huh? Gross body? No, but the senses belong to, I mean, okay, yeah. Subtle and gross body. And then what kind of bodies we differentiate? What? Meaning? Yeah, but basically we have two different categories. It's very important. Some of you are here because of this different categories of bodies, these two different categories. Male and female, right? Right? And of course, many looking for disconnections, right? So yeah, we have different upadhis who are kind of holding us and making us heavy. You know, in the material world, we are becoming more and more heavy. We're becoming cross. Do you have this experience? We're becoming cross. The older we get, the more the body becomes cross, heavy, right? And so we have these upadhis, carrying them around with us, but what is so special on these upadhis in due course of time? What happens with these upadhis? We do what with these upadhis? Huh? Wow, yeah, no, we don't destroy them. You want to destroy your upadhi, you go to the neighbor and go and destroy his BMW. Say, that's what we're doing as Hare Krishnas. What we do with our upadhis? Enjoy, yeah, we start living with, they become very, very dear to us. Right? They become very close, so close that we start to identify with them. Right? You know all this. I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm a German, I'm a Indian, I'm a Ukrainian, you name it, whatever it is, right? Polish. Right? And we having these upadhis around us. And then, so when we come in contact it's getting more and more not so easy to find this connection, right? So, but when we come in contact with a spiritual master, then what happens? What he is doing, the spiritual master? What? How he destroys the upadis, how he purifies them.
He gives the real knowledge.
Okay, Krishna, he tells us something about our
connection.
Connection, okay, meaning our true nature, our position. Okay, let's put like this. It's called in Sanskrit, how you call it? No, our connection. What is our position? Sambandha Kyan. Sambandha Kyan. He gives us knowledge about our true identity. Okay, we are actually not this upadis. We're not this covered entity, right? We are eternal spiritual soul. But then somebody said he cuts off this upadis. How a spiritual master cuts off this upadis in our tradition? Giving the mantra, okay. What? Yeah, Maha Mantra, okay. But what this mantra does to us? Yeah, but the purification is part of it. But what we calling out when we call this mantra? I want to serve, right? He gives us devotional service. Because this is very important, because different spiritual masters, if we would say, they give different processes. Some say maybe you just cut off your upadis. Just cut them off. Renounce them. Right? And this is a way what works to some extent. Right? You give up your BMW, but still somehow or other you have to go to work or to university or whatever. So you could say, okay, let's get a bicycle instead. Right? But it doesn't really fulfill the same purpose. So what in our tradition the spiritual master gives is he gives devotional service by chanting, of course, is the beginning. But what he says to your BMW? Instructions, yeah, but what's with your BMW now?
Utilize it for Krishna consciousness.
Yes, you were right. Genau. He says, just use it, whatever you have. Just connect it with Krishna. So this Sambandha Kyan, he directs our Sambandha more and more to Krishna. He connects our upadis to Krishna because it's not so easy for us in this world, in this day and age, in Kali Yuga, to just renounce our upadis without giving something else instead. Right? We all have to eat. We had this last week in the class, right? We all have to eat. And we like to eat. Who doesn't like to eat? Yeah, some think it's, some think it's not necessary to eat. It's just a boredom because it's not nice. But is this our process? Is this the process given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? No. The process by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is every Saturday, our Satya Krishna, he waits for Saturdays because there's the big day where what is delivered? Paneer sabji, right? So every devotee likes paneer sabji. Somebody doesn't like paneer sabji? Oh. Let's say, oh, poo! No, all fine. We all have to eat, but what we do is just your food, whatever you earn, whatever you get, whatever you harvest on the field, bring it to Paramahamsa Gaur. And he's expert to put it with his helper. One of his famous helpers is now Manuel. And beside him, the smaller version, Murari, right? They are helping, they like to help in the kitchen. So they transfer it into delicious food. But then what? What they have to do? The guru says, no, before you eat the paneer sabji, offer it, right? So again, there is a connection. The connection is always done to Krishna. We have to eat, but whatever we eat, we give first to Krishna. Right? So this is our main connection. So when we come in the beginning, we meet a spiritual master who takes more and more of these upadis, takes it off by engaging these upadis somehow in devotional service. In the beginning, we just follow the instructions of the spiritual master. Right? And in the beginning, therefore, we make rapid advancement. Spiritual life is so easy. When we become a little bit more advanced, Sundar Prabhu, right? Then what happened sometimes with our devotional service? In the beginning, when we came first Sunday feast, who remembers his first Sunday feast? No. Right? What was the most ecstatic thing you remembered on your first Sunday feast? Was paneer sabji?
Sweet rice.
Sweet rice, yeah. The sweet devotees? Sweets, yeah. Yeah. And were you ecstatic? Felt something, right? Something is wrong with these people. Something is good wrong, like something feels not normal. And then did they ask you something? Did they tell you something then? What you should do? I grew up more or less in Leipzig temple, and we always, when we had people from the street, we always try to give them a book, engage them in service. Prabhu, can you help maybe to clean the floor? Can you help to serve? In the beginning, we do it, and we very happy. We feel bliss. If somebody comes now, Sundar, can you help clean the floor? He's busy, right?
Not my service.
No, it's not my service. Yeah, I'm head puchari now. Cannot clean floors. So we not as eager to perform any devotional service as in the beginning, and therefore we're not so ecstatic sometimes anymore, right? We see suddenly problems, and we see inconvenience, and we see faults. Where do we see faults? In people. And on top of the people, we see faults in devotees, and the association of devotees. Organization, what organization? Faults in ISKCON, right? Right? And so then devotional life again becomes covered, because we again wrapping ourselves in some upadis. They're still spiritual upadis. I mean, they look like spiritual, but they're still upadis. The one who's the head puchari, he doesn't have to clean the floor. And he has the right to tell everybody, don't go wash your hand before you serve, right? And not with these shoes, they belong to the kitchen, right? It's his duty. So he walks around looking for faults, right? But then when he goes home, he's suddenly not happy anymore, right? Because if somebody doesn't listen to him and says, "Who are you?" Some new person walking in the room, the person who know, oh, he's the head puchari, everybody is, like this, and he feels very great. But some new person walks into the room and thinks, who the hell is this guy? Telling everybody off. He's like a big ego walking around, right? And so he gets this vibe. We collecting vibes. We getting blessings, and we collecting curses, right? So therefore, it's our duty as devotees to be very careful what kind of upadhis we wear and what we do with it. Now, the spiritual master, when he cuts off our upadhis, then it's very easy when we walk through life. See? When we free of our selfish desires or our conceptions, what we are, then things automatically will come to us. We attracting, because of the propensity of love of Krishna, we attracting in our life these things who belong to us. And this especially for us where we try to be devotees. Things who belong to us come naturally in our way. And we don't have to make a specific effort to grasp for things who are maybe not in my way yet. I have to be in the river. Things will come to us. Right? If we approach spiritual life with ambitions, we maybe even achieve them. We may say, oh, I want to be #1 book distributor. And we maybe distribute many books. Right? And we maybe even get the recognition. Winner of the Prabhupada Marathon in 2026. Everybody praises us. But still, will we get the result of the spiritual life? Will we have the result of a clean, pure heart where love for Krishna is received? No. I know a devotee who was many years just a very, very meaner servant. He was a householder. He came in the ashram as a householder and he had always his flat outside. He did whatever it's necessary in the flat, but in the temple. But somehow he also was attracted to book distribution. So one day, here it was just before the Prabhupada Marathon, the heating was broken. And not many devotees were living here. Basically only Narahari Nandimukhi, maybe Mata Jivana was also here in this winter time. The heating was broken many, many times. But it was just on the day the Prabhupada Marathon started. And this particular devotee, he wanted to go out. This was his focus. But then the heating was broken. So he stayed back for 2 days and fixed the heating system. That the devotees here on the farm, the Singadev, will have warm heating. So he missed. It's like when you're in the Formula 1, you're in the pole position, and suddenly your engine stops working. So everybody driving, you the best one, whatever, but you missed it. So he missed the first 2 days of the marathon. But then when he finally went out, he did so good that he won the marathon. And guess what? He's winning the marathon in Germany since that time ever. And this is this is just an example how, it's not about achieving things in spiritual life and also not in material life. It's about getting blessings. Because these blessings, they are our connections. And things who are meant for us, who by our karma and the mercy of the devotees, because the mercy of the devotees, they can change the karma. They come to us, and if we, with a pure heart, to serve, to connect with Krishna, not connect with results, not connect with people necessary, but to connect with the mercy, these things automatically come to us, and they will stick to us, and we will know they belong to us. And the rest, we just keep there where it belongs. So this basically, somehow, that was because we have only this 1 hour, and of course there's not, one can make a whole seminar out of it, but I wanted to keep it with this example somehow, to make it graphic, that maybe someone of us, mostly myself, will remember that. One more thing I wanted to say, because the power of devotional service is very significant. And there's one more point I wanted to make in the end. Don't miss it now. What? Toilet. Okay. You may be excused for preventing all of us for bigger harm. Yeah, there's a just a second, and this is there's the instruction given to Devahuti by Lord Kapila, and it's a verse what Kapila speaks to his mother, what is very significant. Basically, it tells that Bhakti Yoga, the power of devotional service, is so powerful that it burns away all karmic upadhis, everything what we have with us, what we carry with us. It's so powerful, like fire consuming wood, or the fire of digestion, digesting all the food in the stomach. So that's the power of devotional service. And this in the Srimad-Bhagavatam, the 3rd canto, chapter 25, where verse 33, where Kapila Dev instructs his mother. Bhakti, devotional service, dissolves the subtle body of the living entity without separate effort, just as fire in the stomach digests all that we eat. So devotional service dissolves the subtle body, because all these upadhis, they are mostly collected in our subtle body, even if they have a gross manifestation. You drive a BMW, what is your desire? Okay, but where this desire is stored? Huh? Maybe somebody has to reach a destination, but you could also go by a Fiat, or? Say in Germany, Fiat Fehler in allen Teilen, right? You could also, but why a BMW? Huh? To impress people, yeah, but where this desire to impress is stored?
Society.
Huh?
Propaganda and society.
Not in me. In me, there's not a society. In the subtle body, exactly. All these upadhis we collect of the power of our subtle body. We want to be recognized. We want to be seen as somebody big. We want to achieve something. This is all things what we maybe perform with our cross body, but desire is there in the subtle body. And devotional service burns down the subtle body. This what is not of us, because the cross body we can give up. I can give up eating. I can give up, whatever. I've been renounced of so many things. The brahmachari gives up sex life, and the sannyasi as well, right? We can all do this with our cross senses. But the question is, where is your subtle body? With the cross body, we can cheat. With the subtle body, it's very difficult. Right? So, therefore, devotional service is so powerful. And therefore, we have the society of devotees. And we're calling it ISKCON or whatever. But, it's not, nowadays it becomes a fashion that we criticize. ISKCON is just like a big, especially in India, it's like a big, it's fashionable. For some people, it's fashionable to be part of ISKCON, or? It's fashionable because they are a big crowd. It's like in Germany, it's fashionable for my boys to be, kind of Bayern München, or? Why? Why it's good to be a fan of Bayern München? They're winning all the time, right? And because they are winning, and I'm part of their team, meaning I'm winning, right? And the same way in a spiritual institution, we can also enter a spiritual institution and say, oh, they are very, so everywhere. They have so many temples, right? And I want to be part of them. I want to be part of the winning team. But this is not Prabhupada's intention. Prabhupada's intention was that to build us all into spiritual masters. Doesn't mean we all need a stamp, ISKCON Guru, right? But we all giving instructions. We all giving some kind of inspiration. We all giving shiksha. Not even with the word, what we're speaking, but with the life we're living. And what Prabhupada wanted, he wanted to have a society of first-class spiritual masters and mastresses, as you want. Doesn't mean, we're seen, we have a crown, we wear a patch, or, whatever, we are, have the, our swamis have the most saffron, the most shining saffron, whatever. No, that each and one of us becomes an expert in devotional service, and that we can deliver this devotional service and can connect other people with that devotional service. It's like a brand mark. It's not, if you drive BMW or Mercedes-Benz, many people will know, okay, that's machines who work very well and very long, right? It's a brand mark for good quality, right? So Prabhupada wanted us that ISKCON becomes a brand mark for quality spiritual life. Not pretending anything, not making a show for the outside world. First of all, being true to ourselves, being true to our surrounding devotee families, wherever we are situated. And then we can deliver the true message of Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, we have all these training courses, Bhakti Shasti, Bhakti Vaibhav, all of this, to make us expert, to have quality people into the world who can very easily go around and attract so many people. By their power of their devotional service, this is possible. So this is connection. So if we want to be a good, connected team, connected to each other, then we have to nourish our association. And this, what you're doing here, It's so wonderful. It's so precious because you're still young. I mean, it's also kind of very interesting that 1 week before, right, we had the kids program, kids camp. And there, young devotee kids, they come with the parents. Now I think it's a natural continuation of the kids program. Kids camp. We got the kids that don't come with the parents anymore, right? They're looking forward to become parents themselves. And this is very, very good. Satya Krishna is laughing like anything. He doesn't want to become parent. He just want to eat cheese sabji. But yeah, if you want to have first-class cheese sabji, you either become a first-class guru or you get yourself a first-class wife. No, that's very, very precious to have this connection, that you build these connections with each other, right? And in this way, becoming a strong family, because these bonds, what you create, they will carry each other. And not only this, what you exchange is not only experiences and maybe good moments, like stargazing without stars, or I don't know. What you had, it was 2 days ago, huh? There was stargazing on the program. Gopal Gita and myself, we went out, where are the stars? We want to stargaze. But these are wonderful moments. Right? When I yesterday evening came in, we had this green pasta. Everybody was happily eating green pasta. That are wonderful moments. That's Vaishnava activities, sharing prasadam and, sharing our lives. Right? And if the connection, what we're searching for, is strong enough, then we will be just like a bunch of these magnets, very hard to break. Right? And even if somebody falls out, like here, where is this guy, Like if he come again, we pick him up again on the way, right? So this is what is needed. This is what we want. Strong devotee families who help each other. Oh, somebody run away. Let's get after him and collect him again in our team. Right? This is what we needed. If somebody has trouble, if it's a good family, we look after each other. We care for each other. Right? And this is very important. Therefore, we have this ISKCON society to build a strong devotional foundation where we can deliver first-class teachings of spirituality to the world, and in this way connect them through love and care with each other. And even if you come here to looking for special connections, one-to-one connections, you all know Satya Krishna is laughing again. One-to-one connections, right? Again, be careful what connections you go through. Because not everything is already in our way. Everything what is, comes in due course of time. You don't have to be rushing into anything. Just sometimes spiritual life means be patient. Be patient, because every cook knows, Murari, a good sabji takes a while to be cooked. Right? If you deliver the dal too early, it's not cooked, it's still raw. So what will be the taste? Maybe from outside it looks nice. It still looks like dal, right? But when you eat it, it's not cooked yet. So be patient. Things will automatically come in your way. If it's meant, it will come. If you believe in Krishna, that he's the supreme controller, why worry? Why should be there any anxiety? Confirmed, see? So just wait, serve, and be careful that your association with the devotees is very lovingly, peacefully, and care for each other, and this way all the best will come. So speaking these words, I know, I could, so many things could be done different in my life, but by the mercy of the devotees, I'm in such a position that I can say what Prabhupada created, he took India and implemented it in the Western world. So Prabhupada took the best of both cultures and put them together. And this I can see in my personal, private life every day. Do you think I speak about Bhagavad Gita? In one sense, yes, I speak about her. But even if we look at this temple, in the evening, we will have fire yajna again, and our Sundarsham Prabhu is coming to help. And we're such a good team, right? And we're serving here. We have our Narahari Mataji and Nandimukhi. They're serving here as Indians, as Gujaratis, since almost 50 years in the Bavarian forest, cooking sabji, right? So it's really the very best what Prabhupada brought together. So now we're sitting here, half of you are brown, half of you are white. But it's a very good combination because it's the very best of all of us. And the outcome we can see here and over there. Yes, so I'm asking, please give me your blessings that somehow or other we can continue with our service, whatever Krishna wants from us. In due course of time, it will become all where Krishna puts us. There's no need to rush in anything because the Lord puts us there where He needs us. If we are eager to serve with a pure heart, if we want to serve with upadhis, want to chasing after positions, then we may even chase or get these positions. But in due course of time, they will fall apart again because we will not get the desired result. We will not become happy. So please, your blessings needed. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Stop. What? Hari Bol. No. This applauding, where does it come from? Where this comes from Western society, from Western talk shows, or
It comes from the heart.
Okay, the hearts. Haribo. Okay, are there any questions or anybody want to have some toys? Sure, want to have his magnets back. Magnets are amazing toys. You can make so many things with it, and sometimes they. Yeah, any questions, Prabhu?
What is the translation of Sambandha?
Sambandha Kyan, Sambandha is your connection or your actual connection. Sambandha is the connection, and Kyan is knowledge. So the knowledge about your real position, and meaning in that sense, how we use it, the connection between the Jiva and the Supreme Personality, God, Krishna. I think this Prabhu was for our ear, but he has the microphone.
And I'm here since a week, and it's the first time, so I was curious since the beginning. I understood you try to leave the control to serve Krishna, right?
To leave we try to leave
your self-control on things to serve Krishna to.
Okay.
And you want to fulfill. My concern was always since I'm 18 to give this control to while using social media. concerned that someone take control, which is not Krishna, you know. Because I'm watching like a lot of advertising, a lot of videos, and politicians, companies are taking advantage of this, you know. So my question is, I'm sure there is a difference between Krishna consciousness and his company strategy. How you would say you can differentiate it? Like how you can sense where it comes from Krishna and where it comes from these companies.
I'm not so intelligent. I don't know if I get the question completely. Are you saying like these companies who are in social media or whatever, they try to get control over you? And Krishna also is in control. So the question is, who is finally in control, or what?
Yeah, basically for my experience, I didn't want to leave that control. I wanted to have this self-control because I knew I could get taken advantage of that.
Well, there is the control. Yeah, everybody want to control, as we heard yesterday. Also, how it was. Everybody, yeah, demons. How it was. They want to control. They want to asuras. They want to control, possess, enjoy. Right. So everybody want to do that. And these companies, of course, they want to control you because they want to possess you because they want to enjoy you. Right? But they can't control you if you're in control of yourself. Meaning, first of all, you have to control your mind, and this starts by controlling your senses. Controlling your senses doesn't mean you abandon your senses, but you control them. Right? If you ride a horse, you have to control the horse. Right? You have to be an expert to know how to control a horse. So we become expert in Bhakti Yoga to control our senses, and our control is by engaging them in devotional service, bring them in contact with Krishna. Okay? So now you have to be in control when you enter in such medias. You know, they're not opposite. This is a Christian mentality that we think, okay, here is Krishna and there is the bad world. You know, there's God, there's Satan. No. Everything is under Krishna's control. So he allowed Facebook, or name it, whatever you want, you know, YouTube, whatever, you know, and everything is there. We had this discussion yesterday, you know, like it is there, and so much misinformation can be spread with it. And everybody who is part of this misinformation gets a result of it. As Ishopanishad says, is a book what we study, Sri Ishopanishad, whoever spreads misinformation, right, get the result of entering in the darkest region of hell. Because you are, you know, hell means basically there's no knowledge, there's only darkness, there's nothing, you know, you're only afraid because there's no knowledge. To be afraid means you don't have real knowledge, then you're afraid, right? So everybody who is entering in this space where so much misinformation is produced enters also in this hellish region. Now, the devotees, what they do in these spaces.
Sharing the true knowledge.
Exactly. So therefore, they lifting up this whole environment of YouTube or Facebook, whatever, by spreading real knowledge. So in this way, it becomes again a very auspicious thing. You know, we're spreading this lecture now, or you know, any lecture is spread in the internet, and it will stay there for rest of internet. We don't know how long it will be, but it will be there. So it's up to you how you program your algorithm. See, the more whatever you choose, and this you can see in life as well, wherever you put, whatever you choose in your life algorithm, like may it be, so many different things, it will automatically, you will attract more of these things. Like your YouTube algorithm, you watch one video about, for example, you have to fix your computer or something, whatever, and you look it up, how to fix this and that problem. Then the next days you get, no. Oh, come on, this is embarrassing now, you. So then you get all the time how to fix this computer for the next few days, you get, So that's the same thing. So control your algorithm, control your mind, because your mind will attract more of these things, what you find in the outside world, who want to jump on you. Because you get dirty, you collect then dirty things, you collect this dirt. Right? As long as your shirt is white, it's white. You have one spot, very easily you get more and more spots. Right? Does it make sense? Does it somehow?
Yeah, a lot. For me,
good.
yeah.
Good.
Oh, I hope it's
No, thank you. Yes, okay. Are we done? Are you hungry? Not a question. If somebody want to stand already for breakfast, because otherwise there will be long queue. So if you want to go for breakfast, then go now. Otherwise, there will be at 11. We have a little fire sacrifice here for a couple will come. They're expecting a baby, and yeah, this is what we often have here: babies before and after birth coming to worship the Lord. So if you like, you can pop around, make some bhajan, bless them with good vibrations, but I don't know if you have stargazing or whatever is in the program. Huh? Sun gazing. Sun dancing. Maybe the sun comes out. Okay. Quick, your question.
The last you were mentioning about if it will reach you if it is meant for you.
Yeah.
So let's take, if I don't take action, and in case, like, not avoiding it intentionally, but rather without the proper knowledge, if I have done that action, will it reach me or
Well, let's take, don't take action, but take preparation. Let's put it in preparation. If you feel, if let's say a brahmachari feels that he will not stay his whole life brahmachari, the action is not to put on immediately white and jump on the next lady, so to say. The action is in preparation. To prepare, okay, I will not be brahmachari for the rest of my life. So let me get some knowledge how to be a good householder before I make this step. And you will see when you prepare yourself well, then things will go easier, smoother. You will even attract more, because sometimes Krishna waits till you are ready, till you are cooked. Because if you stay in the example of a couples, Krishna don't give you a first class Mataji, if you're not a first class Prabhuji, because you will spoil her. Right? So Krishna will wait till you are prepared to really receive such a gift. Because to have a partnership in spiritual life, it's a gift, it's a blessing. It's not a curse. Maybe sometimes, whatever. It's not a curse, it's a blessing. Because you have the first class opportunity to do devotional service at your doorstep. And this devotional service will expand. And you do Vaishnava Seva. You upset a Vaishnavi. You do Vaishnavi Apparat. And there, it's really the curse of Lakshmi Devi with energy they're representing. It's very severe. Don't mess with Lakshmi Devi. You mess up your whole good fortune. I'm just saying, no, you don't do. But no, thank you for the question. It's actually a very good question. So it's not that we have to think, okay, we have now to go, we have now to move, we have to make arrangements that this happens. No, we have to make preparations. Make sense?
So we should be running, we think of the preparations rather than the final.
Well, as I said, if you're honest with yourself, you know in which direction it goes. You know, if you see, I like to drive trucks, you cannot just jump in a truck and start driving. You have to make a driving license and learn how to drive a truck. You know, although the action is to drive a truck, but the main thing is to get prepared to do the action.
I wanted to come to the program, I have to prepare everything and I have to start, but reaching is not my
Yeah, yeah, sort of, yeah.
not to stop.
Huh?
Efforts should be like action should be continuous, remembering him so that you will reach the right destination, right point of time.
Yeah, sure. Krishna should be always the goal. You know, if you see something, if you have the desire to get married, to don't have to get up early. You know, if a brahmachari want to get married, to just get away from temple life, it's tricky, it's dangerous. But if you get married and say, okay, with this arrangement, I can do better service, then that's for sure a good step to move on. So the question is always, where is your heart? Why you want to get to a certain point of arrangement or situation? This is what I would say. Hare Krishna. Hungry? Good. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Nitai ko Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Wasn't die Box?